Man, right now, that does sound like crap. But, you just wait. Let's play with this. Alright everybody, welcome back to the show. Today we got the JCM 900 SLX and a Crate Blue Voodoo. I went through extensive repairs on the Crate Blue Voodoo. It's been sitting in my old storage unit for a long time. So I actually had two of them. I gave one to my son after I fixed it. I took all the good parts out of this one and fixed the other one for him. And for this one, I made things work. A few issues on that. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, let me know. Actually, I have a Facebook page called Tone Zone. Go ahead and follow that, as I do a bunch of amp repairs and stuff on that. And you can see the details on this. Is this the Blue Doo-Doo? If you have everything at noon, hell yeah it is. You got to dial this thing in. And the EQ is very powerful actually. It's got a really wide range. And if you have everything at noon, which both of these amps were, of course the Marshall sounded freaking great. Perfect for in a mix, right? But this Crate Blue Voodoo sounded like really high top end, no body, no low end, no nothing, right? I mean, it sounded like crap. But let's go ahead and tweak this bit. Let's go ahead and do another comparison between these two with both of them at noon. So with the 900, I got the gain and preamp at noon. If you guys saw my last video, which was comparing this to the DSL and this SLX is very similar. Like, I was very surprised at how similar these guys were. So I thought it'd be a really good test to go ahead and take the Crate Blue Voodoo, run it up against the JCM, a Marshall, and see if it actually is crap. This is a good standard, especially since this is an all tube amp. It's not running the clip-in diodes on this one, so let's get into this. So let's hear this again. First, let's go back over to the Marshall, right? I mean, that sounds freaking great. That's a good middle of the way tone. Put everything at noon and it's good to go. Really, that's, let's see. Let's see if we can go metal with it. Maybe not so much. But for that like avant-garde, like black metal, post-rock kind of stuff, I think that's perfect for that, you know? Nice clank to it. It's got that like plexi like top end thing going on there. Let's go over to the Crate. Yes, I understand. That absolutely sounds like crap. Now, first test should be, how close can we get this Crate Doo-Doo to become the Black Voodoo? Let's see how close we can get to the 900 with this Crate Blue Voodoo. All right, first I'm gonna go ahead and show you the range of the EQ of the Blue Voodoo, right? Here's the bass. So there's definitely a lot of low end to tap into there. Starting to come more alive, right? Let's go back over to the 900. Okay. Blue Voodoo. Of course, we got to get rid of that top end. So let's go over to the Presence, all right? Which is at noon as well. Let's bring that back at like 9 o'clock. Ah, you see? Now we're getting somewhere. Go over to the 900. Okay, so this is definitely darker. The 900 is darker, so Go back over to the Blue Voodoo. There's still a lot of top end that I want to get rid of here. So let's go ahead and see the sweep range for the treble. All right. Oh. Back at noon. You know what I find with this is that treble knob is super sensitive. If you take it and just bring it back to like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, then the rest of the knobs you can really get something cool out of. I like that. So right now we have the amp at, let's see, 2 o'clock for the bass, and the treble is back to 11 o'clock or so. Maybe 10:30 or something like that. Now, we haven't even messed with the gain here yet, okay? Let's mess with the mids here. Here's the mids. All the way down. You see that? There's so much range in this amp. 3 o'clock. Still a little top end heavy. Let's bring the mids back to 11 o'clock. All right. I'm going to bring the presence all the way down. There we go. I like that. Now, one thing I like to do, if the treble and the presence seem off to me, what I do is I take the treble and, you know, take that down a good bit and then play with the presence, because that sits in a different frequency range. Usually it's higher. So let's do this. Let's bring the treble down to 10 o'clock or so, right? Okay, it's really dark sounding, right? So just go back to the reference. We got the JCM. Okay, there's your JCM reference. Here's the crate. Now let's play with the presence. That's at 11 o'clock. Let's go up to 2 o'clock. All right, go back to the JCM. So one thing, let's take the gain of the crate, because I think there's more gain in this than there is the JCM. We're gonna bring that back to 10 o'clock. Probably even a little more. That's probably too far. Yeah, 10 o'clock's good. There's that, and here's JCM. Oh, see how close we're getting here? Obviously, the JCM sounds freaking great, right? We haven't even messed with EQ on there. So, crate. From here, I'd probably take the mids up. It's getting there. It's getting there. Here's the JCM. Crate Blue Voodoo. Oh, how about that? Right? That sounded pretty good, right? Here's the JCM. Okay, what I'm trying to do is get the crate to sound like the JCM. So, still a little top end on that JCM. I don't know. I probably need a little more presence on this. Let's go 3 o'clock. All right, JCM. Definitely more gain on the crates. So let's bring that back some. So it's at 9 o'clock now. Okay, the JCM still has this like clangy top that is pleasant to the ear. Let's see if I can use the treble and grab that from there. Okay, JCM. Okay, it sounds like the mids here. Let's go bring that back a little bit. Even more. Now the treble sounds like too much. You see how sensitive the EQ is? I'm not doing much to this, but you just gotta, it's like the Mesa, you gotta dial it in right, you know? JCM. Still darker sounding. Let's turn up the bass. Here we go. Okay, JCM. All right. Tell you what, let's bring the treble back. There it is. Right there. That sounds just like the JCM. JCM, Crate. Still a little gainy. Okay, JCM. I guess there's a little bit too much bass in this one. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So to explain to you guys, we have the presence at 2:30. We have the bass at 2 o'clock, mids at 11 o'clock, and treble at, that looks like 9:30. And the gain is at 9 o'clock. And you have a JCM 900. Is it a Blue Voodoo or is it a Blue Doo-Doo? I don't know. Okay, now that we got that, what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and use the Plumes overdrive. Got it set up here. And we'll see how they compare to each other with those settings and see how metal they get, right? All right, we are on the JCM, so let's go ahead and engage that. I'd probably want more gain from that. And let's go ahead and add bass to it, since the overdrive usually cuts it. There it is. That's sick. Let's add more gain and a little more preamp. That JCM tone is freaking great. Now, let's see if the Crate can do the same thing. Here's the Crate. Plumes is on. I need more bass. Okay, from this, I definitely want a little more presence. Tell you what, we're going to take the presence, go halfway with it. We're going to bring the treble up. See what that sounds like. All right, JCM. Just sounds like there's a little more gain in the JCM. So let's add more gain to this because there's a lot of gain on tap with the Crate. And with this, I'd probably want to bring the presence down, and that might be the overdrive kicking in some of the high end there. Perfect, that's it. JCM. I mean, from here it sounds like there's a little more mids in the JCM, so we'll go ahead and do that. Add some more mids. Here we are. And one more time, JCM. All right, I actually think I made a shorter video. What do you guys think? Dialing in the Crate Blue Voodoo, I think, is really worth it. You know, the typical standard for amps is you have everything at noon and it's supposed to sound good. That is not the case with the Blue Voodoo. So take your time. If you find one of these, they're probably not super reliable, probably running some problems. Of course, the Marshall is really good too. Parts are easier to come by, I guess, with the Marshalls. But tell me what you guys think. I still really love the Blue Voodoo. I think you can get some killer tones out of this thing. it's pretty damn close to the Marshall. All right, DMD out.